And we live. I wanted to talk about something real quick regarding Floyd Mayweather. The other day he got a knockout against this Asakura dude in Japan, Manny Pacquiao fighter. But one thing I seen that, being a Floyd Mayweather fan, I didn't like seeing. At a certain point, Floyd Mayweather might have to stop doing these exhibition matches. I'm not saying this out of hate for Floyd. He got the knockout victory, and that's cool. But at a certain point, Father Time will give us all a reality check. And based off what I saw Saturday, Floyd got the knockout. 2 rounds, nice shot right in front of Manny, which made it more satisfying. But before he got the knockout, he was getting caught with a couple little shots, you know what I'm saying? A couple little, straight right hand jabs, and it makes you wonder. And looking at his physique, he had the physique of a guy who was, a little bit older. The picture I got up right here is right after he got caught, he was smiling, and I never seen Floyd's head snap back all the way up. Floyd was looking up. You know what I mean? When dude hit him with the right jab, and it just makes me wonder how long can he do these exhibition matches? Because at some point, it will happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. At some point, it's gonna happen. Floyd's in great shape for a 45-year-old man. I respect that about Floyd too, not just what he achieved in boxing. But at the same time, what up? Shout out to Rax Drizio from the UK. What up, bro? But at the same time, Father Time will give you a reality check. And I just hope that one day I don't see Floyd, get hurt by a low-level MMA dude, kickboxer in Japan on Ryzen or, one of these exhibitions, because you can only do exhibitions for so long. A few months ago, I watched Evander Holyfield get destroyed by Vitor Belfort. Evander Holyfield is 63 years old. And it makes you wonder, who let a 63-year-old man fight? You know what I mean? Like, do he not have a family that loves him? Does his manager care about him? Floyd's his own boss. So you're not going to really tell him nothing because he the boss. He employs hundreds of people. So I don't think that Floyd's going to have anybody in his ear saying, yo, champ, you might want to think about other ways to entertain. Nobody never beat Floyd in the ring, when he was boxing professionally. And, Floyd does love that spotlight, it's like an addiction, you know what I mean? Like the crowd, the lights, the victory and everything. But it just makes me wonder, based off what I saw, within them 2 rounds, Floyd, from what I saw, Floyd got caught more in them 2 rounds than the whole Canelo fight. You understand? And he's not the same ripped up Floyd as in when he fought Canelo Alvarez. I just think that, I forgot who said it. I think it was Roy Jones. As you get older in boxing, your ability to take a shot diminishes. You know what I'm saying? Like when you young, in your prime, you could run right through shots. You know what I'm saying? People could let off on you, and you're like, all right, come on, let me get some more. As you get older, believe I'm telling you from experience, when you start taking punches, hard punches, you don't really walk through them the way you used to. Your reflexes diminish, your speed diminishes, and Floyd Mayweather being known for his reflexes, his speed, that is all starting to slow down now. And being a Floyd fan, I just wonder, how much longer can he do this? The last thing to go on a boxer is his punch. And we saw that at the end of the second round, cracked him, lights out, good knockout. But at the same time, we seen Floyd take some shots. I didn't even see him take them type of shots in the McGregor fight. McGregor caught him with a couple little, little punches, but nothing to make his head snap back like this dude did. I don't even know dude's name, and I don't really care. But it just makes me wonder, as someone who's a big fan of this man, it's kind of like when you saw Michael Jordan play for the Wizards in 2001, 2002. Me growing up watching the Bulls, not that it was sad to see Michael Jordan be a little slower. It's good to see him on the court, just like it's good to see Floyd in the ring. If you're a Floyd fan, you love seeing him just with the gloves on, still able to do things. But in all sports, it happens. In basketball, the young team comes up and they end up beating the older team. Just like in 1991 when the Bulls beat the Lakers. Magic Johnson was 35 years old, I believe, and the young Michael Jordan, 27 years old, he came and he, took over. Out with the old and with the new. It happens in all sports, you know what I mean? It's called passing the torch. The only unfortunate thing about boxing is that when it's time to pass the torch, you're going to see something that looks like De La Hoya versus Julio Cesar Chavez. In boxing, it's not always pretty. You know what I'm saying? You will get hurt. You're going to get hurt. So my only questions is how long could Floyd keep doing these exhibition matches? Because it'll be really sad to see him get hurt by one of these unknown dudes, man. Will it destroy his legacy? Not to me. His legacy is cemented. But to these casual boxing fans, and especially the Floyd Mayweather haters, according to them, his legacy will be, tarnished. Like, oh yeah, he was good, but he got beat by that. He will only be remembered for being beat by one of these nobody ass dudes, But he say he gonna fight this Deji guy in November. I'm not too familiar with Deji, but I heard he's like in the whole YouTube boxing world, But me being a Floyd fan, I hope that after he fights this Deji dude in November, me personally, I would like to see Floyd just kind of fall back and, build the next Floyd, focus on Tank's career. Kermel Martin, a young fighter out of Floyd Mayweather's gym. I'm trying to get an interview with the young man. I would like to see Floyd focus on him, But I just think that after November, after when he fights this Deji dude, I think Floyd should kind of fall back, Big fan of Floyd Mayweather, man. Love Floyd Mayweather. The most skilled boxer ever, in my opinion. If you could find a more skilled boxer in the history of the sport, please let me know, because I never seen it. People talk about Muhammad Ali and all that. Do it side by side with Floyd and Ali. You're going to see who the more skilled fighter is, Hey, yo, Matthew, what up, bro? Matthew says, today's your birthday. Yo, what up, Southpaw? Today your birthday. Just turned 22. Appreciate the wrench. These trolls getting blocked. I appreciate that. Happy birthday, Matthew, man. Shout out to you, man. He said your son is next up out of Detroit. You know what, bro? Respect to your son, man. But like you just said, your son is next up out of Detroit, which is telling everybody that boxing is a young man's game. Back in the Muhammad Ali days, before that, the age of 25 was considered old in boxing. If you was 27 years old, you was considered old in the sport of boxing. Guys are, vitamins have gotten better. Training have gotten better. There's a nutritionist nowadays, and, a man could compete a little longer. But 45 years old is 45 years old, man. And the harsh reality will hit. You know what I'm saying? Even Floyd Mayweather, though he might be the greatest, most skilled boxer ever, but Floyd is still only human. He's only human. And if you could fight forever, Floyd would still be competing right now against the Spencers and Crawfords and everybody. He's doing exhibitions for a reason due to his age. But at a certain point, even them exhibitions is going to get to you. The dude he fought, the Japanese dude, forgot his name because I don't really care about him. I think he was in his 20s, if I'm not mistaken, maybe early 30s. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know his age, you could type it up. But a 45-year-old man and a 25-year-old man are two different people in life physically. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But me being probably one of the biggest Floyd Mayweather fans, I would hate to see it happen. I would hate to see Floyd on the ground by a nobody, especially due to the fact that Floyd is probably one of the most hated boxers, not by me, but by the haters, like the racist people. They hate Floyd. You know what I mean? They don't even know why. Like I said, if Floyd was Mexican or white, they would love Floyd. You know what I mean? But they all they see is his color, which is very unfortunate. But then again, it's boxing and it's the reality of it. But I do think that after this year, after he fights with Deji, I'm sure he gonna win that. I think that he should probably, just kind of fall back and focus on it and focus on his stable. The problem with Floyd is that he keeps winning. He's winning these exhibitions. You know what I'm saying? He's washing these dudes out. The attention guy, McGregor, this dude, you know what I'm saying? Floyd is winning these exhibitions. Don Moore, Logan Paul, he's winning these fights. You know what I'm saying? So that it makes him think, man, I'm undefeated. I never lost professionally. You know what I'm saying? That's in his mind. So he thinking, one more time. And the old saying in boxing is every great fighter got one more fight left in him. No matter who you is, you still got that one last war up in you. You give it your all. You leave your soul in that ring. And, Floyd might still be thinking that. Floyd might be thinking, because he's probably the best defensive fighter ever, that, hey, man, can't nobody touch me. It's, and he wouldn't be wrong. He's absolutely right. Couldn't nobody really touch Floyd like that. So that might be on his mind. Me personally, I just think that last fight, he did get jabbed up a little bit. He wasn't hurt. He was never hurt. I'm not saying he was hurt. But his head did snap up a little bit, unlike like I'm not used to seeing. I never seen Floyd get touched like that. You know what I'm saying? Got the knockout, beautiful. The only way I would like to see Floyd do exhibitions is if it's with somebody his exact same age. I wouldn't mind seeing the exhibition I wanted Floyd to have was against Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya, his age. I think if I'm not mistaken, De La Hoya is 5 years older than Floyd. I wouldn't mind seeing that. De La Hoya was trying to come back. I wouldn't mind seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Two old rivals. They kind of don't like each other. It's a little bit personal. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I wouldn't mind seeing Floyd versus like a Zab Judah. You know what I'm saying? Somebody his age. Even in amateur boxing. Those y'all who box amateur, they got the master division, and then there's like your boxing license. Your book is yellow, and then there's white. Even in boxing, you know what I'm saying? It's like 35 and up. They gonna match you with somebody 35 and up. I wouldn't mind seeing Floyd against dudes his age. A De La Hoya. Guys like that maybe. But against some of these young guns, bro, even if they're low level, they might not be as skilled as Floyd. But like they say, hard work beats talent. I'm not saying nobody's going to dog walk Floyd, nothing like that. But, there might be that one guy that comes along who just says, you know what, this is my big moment. I know it's an exhibition, but that is Floyd Mayweather. And they just want that image of Floyd laid out. That's all they want. They don't really care that he's 45. They wouldn't care if Floyd was 90. They just want to know that they're the one to land that punch on Floyd, and they could hold that for the rest of their life. They love they would love to know that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I appreciate that, BG. That's right. Yeah, get the likes up if y'all could. But my personal opinion, I think that come November, I think he's fighting that Deji guy in November some. I think after that, my personal opinion, man, this is just coming from a fan. I think that he should hang it up. You know what I'm saying? Been in boxing over 20 years. Over what was it? He turned pro in 1996. 06, 16. It's coming up on 20 something years, almost 30 years that we've been seeing Floyd in action. You know, it's a great thing because he keeps winning. But, you know, like Floyd say, it's the hurt business. You know what I'm saying? It's not like where you just pass the torch in football. You will get hurt in boxing, the most dangerous sport on the planet. And the last thing I would want to see would be Floyd getting hurt. You understand? I'll take a couple questions, man. What do y'all think about this? But me being a Floyd fan, I'm gonna keep it real. He got hit a little bit in that last fight. You know what I mean? And a couple people, you know, who follow, respect to y'all, man. And y'all know I'm the biggest Floyd fan. I'm not gonna say y'all names, but respect to y'all. Y'all know who y'all is. I'm a Floyd fan, and y'all know this. You know, I'm just saying, I wonder if he could continue to do this till the end of next year. You know what I'm saying? I think 2022, I think he should call it a day. You know what I mean? It's been a good one. You know, the man could, you know what? I think we all got our little addictions. You know what I'm saying? I'm addicted to exercising, you know what I'm saying? Or working out. You know, some people might drink Coronas, Canelo fans, whatever the hell. I think Floyd's addiction is just, you know, he's addicted to making that money. Millions, you know what I'm saying? Legalized bank robbery. And I'm all for it. I'm not hating on him, not one bit. You know what I mean? If you're able to get money, do you. You know what I'm saying? I'm never one to hate on somebody's money. I don't hate on other people's money. I don't pay attention to other man's pockets. That's something that gold diggers and strippers do. Like Canelo fans. They're always like, oh, Canelo's rich. I don't pay attention to another man's pockets. Good for y'all. I'm not against Floyd making money. That's great. But the risk that he's taking as he's getting up there in age, that's my only concern, you know. Floyd has the most, matter of fact, Mr. Matthew, that's a good comment. He goes, Floyd got the most longevity. Yeah, you know what? Floyd said it years ago. I think it was on 24/7. He said, name one athlete who've been in their profession for over 16 years and haven't suffered a loss, you know, and he's absolutely right. I agree with that. Thank you for the super chat, Lions Den. He said, what you think about the motive behind the exhibitions? The money? He definitely can't be broke. I don't I touched on a little earlier. I don't think that Floyd is broke. I don't think that he needs the money, but I think that he may have an addiction to, you know, the spotlight, to winning, you know, making money and laughing in y'all face about it. The haters, you know what I mean? A lot of Floyd's career has been built on him being the villain, the heel, you know what I'm saying? So he knows he's laughing in the haters' faces every time he wins, even if it's an exhibition. You know, you know how much of an impact Floyd Mayweather made if his haters still hate on him till this day. You know, you still got Floyd haters till this day saying, why don't he rematch Canelo? Maybe because he's 45, you know what I'm saying? So Floyd's always going to have that, you know. I think he made the most impact on boxing. They still hating on Floyd till this day. I'm sorry I missed y'all super chat, Mr. Whatever your name is. It's all about the money now, and that's cool with me. You know, hey, yo, thank you for the super chat. Looks like you're from the UK. Shout out to the UK. Y'all already know, man. Y'all got a fighter, Joe Calzaghe. He beat Roy Jones. You know, Roy Jones was a little older, and that was sad to see. It wasn't the old Roy Jones. You know what I mean? Age is a real thing. And I just think that based off what I saw last Saturday, I think Floyd should definitely hang it up. I love Floyd Mayweather, probably one of the biggest Floyd Mayweather fans. I just think that it's only a matter of time, man. It will happen. It will happen. It will happen only if he continues to do this. That's all. It's a lot of guys he could beat. You know what I'm saying? In the rising, the low level MMA dudes who never really grew up in boxing. Floyd been boxing since he was a baby. It's in his DNA. Like Floyd say, he not talented, he God gifted. I believe that. But him being a man of God, just know that God made us all human. And at some point, every human ages, and it will happen. I would just hate to see him get hurt by one of these low-level rising kickboxing dudes and stuff. And the haters will have a field day with it. You know what I mean? They're gonna love saying all they'll ever remember is, aha, Floyd got beat by this guy. Not even taking into consideration the age. They'll just be happy that they saw Floyd get beat. You know what I mean? Crazy. You know what, Mr. Wildhawk? I agree with that. I think that he should focus on his stable, maybe train some guys. Kermel Martin, a young fighter, trains out of Floyd Mayweather's gym. Very talented young man. You know what I'm saying? I see him being the next pay-per-view star. I'm trying to get an interview with the young man, but I know he's a young fighter. I think he's like 18 years old. So, Kermel, if you're watching this, man, I would love to have you on, man. Talk about your plans for the future. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, I'll touch on that too. I seen that Jake Paul calling out Mayweather. Notice how Jake Paul called out Floyd right after he saw Floyd's fight on Saturday. Boxing is a very, very ruthless game. There is no love in boxing. Just like when you saw Jake Paul knock out Tyron Woodley, a 40-year-old Tyron Woodley. Ben Askren, you know what I'm saying? Due to the fact that Jake Paul seen Floyd Mayweather get hit a couple times, he's like, you know what? Now's my moment. Press for that Floyd fight. Jake Paul would love to knock out Floyd, just to say, yo, because then Floyd kind of fades off, and Jake Paul being the YouTuber, and then all the little clown Floyd haters, the little racists, they're going to say, Floyd got beat by a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? First off, Jake Paul weighs about 50 pounds heavier than Floyd. Jake Paul is like half Floyd's age. Jake Paul is about to fight a 50-year-old Anderson Silva. You know what I'm saying? It's a coward move, if you ask me. Everybody roasting that dude because he hasn't boxed nobody his age. Why would you call out a 45-year-old man who's half your size? I don't understand that. It's a coward move. Jake Paul bitch for that. You know what I mean? Leave that man alone. You know what I mean? Leave the man alone. And he know damn well if Floyd was his size, his age, he would duck that Floyd. You were never going to see dude box a boxer in boxing. Shout out to Hakeem Rahman Jr. Dude would have dog walked Jake Paul. Jake Paul looked for any reason to pull out that fight. Oh, he wasn't making weight. How do y'all know? It wasn't even weighing day. And he pulled the plug on that fight. He knew what would have happened. Jake Paul is just for entertainment purposes only. So y'all talking about Jake Paul called out Floyd. Of course he did. Of course he did. Floyd is half his size. Isn't Silva older than Floyd? You know what, Mr. Javion Waiters? Anderson Silva is a couple years older than Floyd. But Anderson Silva walks around about 200 pounds, bro. Anderson Silva's a big guy. As you saw, he way taller than, little taller than Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? Floyd is like half of both of them. Floyd is a little dude, man. I know Nate Jones from the Money Team. When I stand next to Nate, he probably like that much. Nate's like 6'4" or something. He like that much taller than me. Floyd is, he's a small man. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why that Jake Paul is calling him out, because he a way smaller man than him. But at the end of the day, man, I think that after Floyd has this last exhibition, I think that that should be it for him. And this is coming from one of the biggest Floyd Mayweather fans, man. Love Floyd Mayweather, to me, the greatest ever. It's like when I was a kid or wasn't even born. But it's like seeing Muhammad Ali's last fights when he was getting beat by Trevor Berbick, getting beat up by Larry Holmes. The true Ali fans who loved Ali, they hated seeing that. They hated seeing the young man just sit there and batter Ali, just damaging the man more than he was already. Ali was brain damaged by the time he fought Larry Holmes. And Larry Holmes just added to it. It's very sad to see. Horrible to see, especially if you grew up in that. I didn't, but me seeing that, just knowing like, damn, man, that man is not even fighting back. They were just using Ali for a punching bag. They were using Ali's name to sell tickets because them tickets said Muhammad Ali. And that's really sad. And I don't want to see that happen to Floyd. People selling tickets just to have a ticket that says Floyd Mayweather on it. You know what I mean? That would be a very sad situation. A very, very sad situation. And I would hate to see Floyd end up like that. You know what I mean? But on a brighter side, I think that Floyd Mayweather is smarter than that. Every athlete, everybody who works out knows their body. You know what I'm saying? As a grown man, you listen to your body. You know what I mean? If your back hurt, don't put straining on it. You know what I mean? Little things like that. So hopefully, I'm hoping Floyd Mayweather knows his body and listens to his body. He knows what he felt last Saturday. He knows he saw his head pop up. If you look at afterwards, Floyd Mayweather was in the locker room right after that fight, and he was watching the highlights. And he knows what he saw. He knows who he was in his prime, and he's thinking, damn, Japanese dude caught me. You know what I mean? Got the knockout. God bless him. But, that Japanese dude did land a couple shots that he shouldn't have landed, that he would have never landed on a prime Floyd Mayweather. Even Money Mayweather, he wouldn't have touched Floyd once, Holyfield was 60. Matter of fact, Holyfield was 62, I believe, when he fought that Vitor Belfort, and that was a sad situation. You know what I mean? Boxing is wear and tear on the body. The bigger guys could go on for a little bit longer because, they get hit less, just harder punches. You know what I mean? And the muscle and the bulk and everything. But, Floyd's not that big of a guy, man. I would hate, and look at that. Just look at the image on your screen. Dude outweighed Floyd by like a good 20, maybe 30 pounds. Floyd is always fighting bigger guys. Floyd was usually the smaller man in his career, especially after he moved to 135, 140. Floyd was best, I believe, at 30 and 35. 130, 135, that was Floyd's best. Like prime Floyd Mayweather. Prime Floyd Mayweather was 35, 30, 35. Like when he dog walked Arturo Gatti, the Floyd that beat Diego Corrales. Chop Chop Corley. That was prime Floyd. You know what I mean? Like knockout artist Floyd. You know what I mean? As soon as Floyd moved up, the knockouts came less, but he was always fighting bigger guys. Floyd walks around about 150. He was when he fought at welterweight, he fought guys that walked around about 190. Marcos Maidana walked around at 190 when he fought Floyd. Cut weight, blew up the next day. That's just what boxing is, bro. I love both versions of Floyd, the defensive version, and that's like Michael Jordan. Those of y'all who are Michael Jordan fans. When Michael Jordan first came into the league, he was a slam dunk artist. He was dunking everybody's face. When he came back from baseball, he became more of like a laid-back fadeaway shooter. He had to change styles because of his age. Floyd had to change styles because of his age. And in boxing, you got hand problems and everything. Same thing. This guy says, which version of Floyd is better? Well, it depends on what you're looking for. Of course, everybody going to say Pretty Boy Floyd was faster, more powerful, just energy, just different. Money Mayweather, I think he was just as equally good, but equally good in a different way. Boxing is like music. It's kind of what you prefer. Some people prefer to watch knockout artists like Wilder, you know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson. I like watching knockouts. Uh, in my opinion, the dum fans, they like that whole Mexican style of boxing where two guys just stand in front of each other and just go toe to toe. To me, that's stupidity boxing. Some people like that though. Boxing is like music. It depends on what you like. Some people like jazz. Some people like hip hop. Some people like old school. You know what I mean? Boxing is like that. You know, so I say both versions of Floyd are just equally as good, but in different ways. You know, Money Mayweather was a genius, very defensive, very accurate. You know what I mean? Pretty Boy Floyd was a dog, come right at you and beat the shit at you. You know, that's just what it is. This guy, oh yeah, Mayweather's bodyguard got knocked out. That just goes to show that muscle don't mean nothing in boxing. I did catch that. You know what I mean? Mr. Ataf says, it comes to having a healthy lifestyle. No drinking, no smoking at an old age. You can still compete with the youngins. Floyd is a perfect example. Hey, yo, Mr. Ataf, I agree with you. Hey, yo, Bad Karma, what up? I agree with you. But at the same time, we are all human. And, you know, even though Floyd does live a healthy lifestyle, at some point, and you saw kind of a hint of it last Saturday, at some point, there's going to be that young man, whether he's a young kickboxer, MMA fighter from an unknown league, that they will get him. They will get him. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that Vitor Belfort in boxing could have ever beat Evander Holyfield in 1993? No way. Evander Holyfield would have dog walked Vitor Belfort. But when Holyfield was 62, Vitor Belfort knocked him out in the first round. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is. Floyd got the mind to beat all these dudes, but his body is aging. That's all I'm saying. Floyd will be 46 years old next year. That's 4 years away from 50. You know what I'm saying? But I just hope that he don't do these exhibitions for too long. You know, that's all. He got the skills to beat anybody till this day, but his body is aging, and you know it's only a matter of time. Love Floyd Mayweather, greatest fighter of all time. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he is a human being, just like we all are. You know, sports, especially boxing, it's a very temporary thing. You know what I'm saying? You can only do it for so long. You know, the brain is not meant to get hit. Like Mike Tyson say, you know, humans ain't designed to fight people. You understand? That's why in boxing you have to wear gloves. Because if a human just hits another human's skull, he's gonna break his hand. Humans weren't made to fight. That's why there's gloves. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and the brain wasn't meant to be hit up like that, especially as you get older. You know, so that's my take on that, man. I just thought I'd touch on that really quick, man. You know what I mean? And I hope that after November, after he fights this Deji dude, health is wealth. Once you right, you absolutely right. And Floyd says that all the time. I hope that after November, that you know Floyd beats this Deji dude and just kind of falls back. He got plenty ways to make money. You know what I mean? I just don't know if I want to see him continue. I don't want to continue to see him take these type of punches. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got for now. I'm going to get to this workout, something Canelo Alvarez fans don't do. Like I say, I'm going to end my live by saying this. Canelo Alvarez is a disgrace to boxing, and Canelo Alvarez fans ruin the planet Earth. I got Canelo Ruined Boxing coffee cups in my store. So y'all could get a coffee cup that says Canelo Ruined Boxing because Canelo did ruin boxing. I stand on that. I'm gone.